Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos says she's in love. The first season of The Golden Bachelorette comes to a dramatic conclusion next week. Joan Vassos is reluctant to express her feelings for her remaining suitors. But the reality TV star wasn't shy about confessing she was in love with a major TV star. Joan Vassos would dump her suitors for movie star. The Bachelor Nation franchise wasn't Joan Vassos' first time in front of the cameras. She had a cameo in the 1985 flick Street Elmo's Fire. She rode a bike in the background of a scene toward the end of the movie. During her time on the set, she was able to meet several of the stars, including Rob Lowe. She admitted to Jimmy Kimmel last month that she would gladly dump her final two suitors for a chance to date Rob Lowe. Wonder what Chalk and Guy think about being cast aside so easily. But Rob Lowe isn't the only celebrity Joan Vassos has the hots for. She confessed that she's in love with another Hollywood star. Golden Bachelorette confesses she's in love with TV actor. Count Joan Vassos as one of the millions of fans of the Paramount Plus hit show Yellowstone. The show stars Kevin Costner as rancher John Dutton. The popularity of the show has already led to 5 spin-offs, including the prequel 1883, which starred country music legends Tim McGraw and Faith Hill as John Dutton's ancestors. Yellowstone returns to TV on November 10 with Part 2 of Season 5. Unfortunately for fans, Kevin Costner has already confirmed that he will no longer appear on the show. According to Decider, Joan Vassos is one viewer who is disappointed in Kevin Costner's absence. I will truly miss him being on it. I think he kind of got brought back with that show, and now I'm in love with him. All the women are. So I'm disappointed he's not coming back, she said. But she still plans to watch it. She gushed. I think it's still a great show, honestly. I bonded with other characters like John Dutton's daughter and the ranch hands. I have a love for the show. Joan Vassos might be surprised to know that The Golden Bachelorette is on Kevin Costner's radar too. He didn't admit to watching it, but he said earlier this year that he relates to having a relationship watched by millions of people. His second wife, Christine Baumgartner, filed for divorce in 2023. Maybe he'll be the next Golden Bachelor. As the moon hung high over the Golden Bachelorette mansion, casting a soft glow over the carefully manicured grounds, Joan Vassos found herself standing on the edge of a transformative revelation. The journey that had started as a simple quest for love had blossomed into something far greater, a renewal of spirit, a rediscovery of joy, and perhaps most importantly, a leap of faith. And tonight, under the shimmering stars, Joan was ready to declare the truth she could no longer contain. She was in love. It had been a whirlwind journey from the very beginning. Joan, elegant, poised, and refreshingly candid, had captured the hearts of both the audience and the contestants vying for her affection. Her charisma wasn't just about her radiant smile or the graceful way she navigated group dates. It was her openness, her willingness to share stories of love lost and lessons learned, that made her relatable and magnetic. From sunset yacht rides to candlelit dinners, Joan had explored connections with a diverse group of men. Each brought something unique to the table. Chalk Chapel, with his adventurous spirit and love for the outdoors. Pascal Edguy, whose sophisticated charm and heartfelt conversations left Joan breathless. And Jordan Heller, whose quiet confidence had a way of sneaking up on her when she least expected it. But as the weeks unfolded, one connection began to shine brighter than the rest. Mark Anderson, a silver-haired entrepreneur with a penchant for witty banter and an infectious laugh, had steadily carved a place in Joan's heart. Their journey had been one of subtle yet profound moments. A shared glance during a group outing, the way his hand always found hers when they walked side by side, and the countless late-night conversations that delved into dreams, fears, and everything in between. Tonight, as they stood by the mansion's rose garden, the air fragrant with blooms, Joan knew it was time to speak her truth. The soft rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of crickets provided the perfect backdrop for what would be a pivotal moment. "Mark," Joan began, her voice steady but laced with emotion. "When I came here, I wasn't sure what I would find. I've lived a beautiful life, but I've also known heartbreak. I wasn't sure if my heart had room for love again." She paused, searching his eyes for reassurance. Mark's gaze was unwavering, filled with warmth and anticipation. "And now?" he prompted gently. A smile broke across Joan's face, radiant and unguarded. "Now I know it does. Mark, I'm in love with you." The words hung in the air, shimmering with authenticity. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Then Mark's face lit up with pure joy. He pulled Joan into an embrace, holding her as though he never wanted to let go. "Joan," he whispered against her hair, "I've been waiting to hear you say that. Because I've been in love with you since the moment you told me about your dream to open that community art center for kids." Joan pulled back just enough to look into his eyes, her laughter mingling with happy tears. "That was our first real conversation," she recalled. "You remember that?" "I remember everything," Mark affirmed. "Every smile, every story, every moment." Their kiss was tender and filled with promise, a seal on a love that had been quietly building, waiting for this very moment to be acknowledged. As they parted, applause erupted from the shadows. Turning in surprise, Joan and Mark saw the other contestants and crew members gathered, beaming and clapping. Chalk Chapel gave a playful whistle, while Pascal Ivy nodded with a gracious smile, acknowledging that Joan had found her match. Host Nancy Hulkower stepped forward, her eyes sparkling. "I think I speak for everyone when I say we're thrilled for you, Joan. Love is what this journey is all about, and seeing it blossom is the greatest reward." As the night unfolded into a celebration, Joan couldn't help but reflect on how far she had come. Love had found her not because she was searching desperately for it, but because she had opened herself up to the possibility. And in doing so, she had rediscovered parts of herself she thought were long gone: hope, passion, and the courage to embrace happiness. In the weeks that followed, Joan and Mark's love story continued to captivate viewers. They became the golden standard of the Golden Bachelorette, proof that love knows no age, only readiness and willingness. Together, they embarked on new adventures, from spontaneous road trips to quiet evenings painting in Joan's art studio. Joan often marveled at how life had a way of surprising you when you least expected it. Her message to those watching at home was clear: never close yourself off to love, no matter your age or past experiences. Love was timeless, and when it found you, it was worth every risk. As Joan and Mark stood hand in hand during the season finale, the world watching, Joan spoke directly to the audience. "This journey has been about more than just finding love. It's been about rediscovering myself, my dreams, and my capacity for joy. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that love is always worth the leap." Mark squeezed her hand, his eyes shining with pride. "And I'll be right there with you for every leap." Their story wasn't just a testament to finding love later in life. It was a celebration of living fully, bravely, and authentically. Joan Vassos had found her happily ever after, and in doing so, she had inspired countless others to believe in the magic of new beginnings.